Hello and welcome to final day 7 of From Stress to Calm. My name is Tomek and I'm very happy to be here with you and good to see you. Hello Leah, hello Katie, hello Sharon, hello Nima, hello Michelle, hello Suni. Good to see you here. V, good morning. Sharon from Canada, good morning. Now I recognize you all after all these days and meditating together and talking to you. It's so good to see you here. Hello Charlotte, hello Dorothy. So I'm so glad to be here. So there we are, we arrived on day 7 of this 7-day series. And hello Marina, hello Caroline. Hello, Carol. We arrived here for last time, breathe together, meditate together, and feel good together, most importantly, and enjoy ourselves. Because this is the intention behind this session, to give you some tools to work with yourself, to improve, maintain, and do whatever necessary to feel happy and joyful and connected. And if you remember yesterday's session, the tools I'll be giving you will help you to be more yourself, to be more connected with this part of you that makes you truly human. And that is flowing through the higher function of your brain that are not accessible very often when we are in a state of stress. That unfortunately is the case very so often. We cannot blame anyone for it. That's how our nervous system is designed. But lucky us, we have now ways around it, and the science proves it, that diaphragmic breathing works. And one of the examples that I'll be practicing today, it's 4-7-8. Hello Rosemary, hello Judy, Kathy, Yolanta from Florida, and Fiona from Switzerland. Good to see you all here. So since we are on day 7, it is only natural to ask you, how have you been? How did the 4-7-8 work for you? What is your experience of the past 6 days, and also outside of this live event? Because obviously my intention for you is not only to meditate together, although this is very important, but also to give you something that you can use on a daily basis. So please, I would like you to share with me, what is your experience? Did it work? Have you find yourself challenged? How was it? Rosemary says that she found it very useful. I'm glad. Sunny loved it. V says, I felt more calm just sitting here, waiting for the session to begin. This is actually a wonderful disclaimer, so to speak. Because 7 days, it is a significant amount of time, and your nervous system learns certain patterns. That's the idea behind this session. And once you learn it, once your nervous system learns certain patterns and new neural pathways being created in your brain, in anticipation of something to happen, you may feel calm already, and this is a wonderful outcome. So I'm glad to hear that. Kathy, I was doing SOS for stress and anxiety, I understand, which has the breathing technique in it. A fantastic tool for well-being. Indeed, the SOS, Help for Stress and Anxiety, is one of the most popular meditations I've published, and that includes 4-7-8, because we know it works. Michelle, definitely helpful to me, and run through it a lot. Can be challenge when I'm anxious but keep going. Thank you, Michelle, for bringing this up. When we are in distress, particularly when anxiety is peaking and we feel overwhelmed, this breathing technique may feel like a challenge, and there's a good reason for it. Because your body tells you, received a trigger that tells you to breathe short and fast, because that's how your body learned in the process of evolution to respond to the stressors. Your nervous system is alerted. Your blood is pushed to the extremities, and you in fight and flight. However, as you may notice, and you're experiencing all the symptoms of anxiety, tension, pit in your stomach, tension in your throat, maybe congestion in your chest. Again, breathing is short and shallow. But when you recognize that and you look around and nobody's chasing you, or you're not in immediate danger, then you recognize perhaps this is not the response I wish to do. And the way of communicating this, the way that you communicate that to your body is through 4-7-8 breathing. And at first it will feel challenging because, again, it's not something that your body will immediately react to. But if you persist through that struggle, a message will be received and you eventually calm down. Right? And you go from the red zone to the green zone. In the green zone, once again, you become more yourself. You gain access to those high cognitive functions, and you may look around and, oh, indeed, I was not in danger, so everything's all right. Back to the green zone. Carol, have been track heart rate on Fitbit over 7 days and can see resting heart rate go down over the days of over the 7 days. Brilliant. Fitbit is one of those devices that help you to track your resting heart rate. I didn't mention it during this session, but one of the ways of tracking how your parasympathetic nervous system and what's the balance between sympathetic and parasympathetic branches of your autonomic nervous system is through your heart rate, and particularly through heart rate variability. This is one of the numbers that indicates how the balance between or how to describe the equilibrium between those two branches of your autonomic nervous system, and also indicates the state of calm, a state of anxiety. So thank you very much for bringing that up. I think this is very useful, and indeed we can use modern technology to track it. I did it, and I still do it with my chest band, which again allows me to monitor my heart rate. This is a wonderful way to do it. We can have that technological feedback on top of the way we feel. The way we feel is always the best feedback because that's where we're going. But if it's supported by the feedback from the technology, this may help us even quicker train ourselves, our nervous system and our brain to do it because it's supported by the visual stimuli, right? We see something works. That's fantastic. Okay. Natalie, it has helped me, help me to sleep more soundly during particularly challenging time. Planning to incorporate this both morning and evening meditation. That's wonderful. One of the reasons why incorporate 4-7-8 in some of my sleep meditations, it's precisely to calm your nervous system. And once again, when I say calm, is to emphasize the function of the parasympathetic nervous system and that rests and digests. By stimulating our vagus nerve through 4-7-8 breathing technique, we calm ourselves down, or calm our nervous system down, and what follows is we prepare much better towards sleep. Something that I mentioned during the previous sessions but might not feel very intuitive is that we do not need to be tired in order to fall asleep. You may feel full of energy, but when your nervous system is resting, it's preparing to rest, you will fall asleep nevertheless. I'm a person who's full of energy, and I hardly ever fall asleep when I'm totally tired. It happens, of course, but even where I trained myself to go to bed around 9:30, and my body recognizes that. So I put my head on a pillow and I fall asleep. And 478 is one of the ways to help you to do it in that very manner. Yolanta says your sessions are very calming and helpful. Thank you. I think we all together create that safe space in which we can move from stress that sometimes is perceived and sometimes is unconscious. Sometimes we simply don't know that we're stressed. But as we move through meditation, you can recognize the beginning. I always ask you, mark the beginning of the practice, and once you go to the end, what's the difference between how you feel between the beginning and the end? That's the wonderful way to find out how to work. Kathy asks whether there has been any research projects about this or any other breathing technique, evidence-based. I know it works for myself and others. Absolutely. One of the very interesting papers I've read that summarizes a lot of breathing methods and works with actually with vagus nerve stimulation, which again is the base for this practice, was published in I believe 2014 in the journal Frontiers of Neuroscience. So feel free to look it up. Frontiers of Neuroscience 2014, vagus nerve stimulation. If you type it in Google Scholar, or maybe even in Google, this article, it's a meta-analysis of research of many different research projects that summarizes that and raises many valid points, including the part how we can measure the state of your nervous system through heart rate variability, and using technology like Fitbit or iWatch or various different devices that measure your heartbeat. Wonderful, Katie. Katie says that she slept so well of the past week. I must say, that past week was a very, very particularly deep sleep for me. So I'm glad that we could help one another, help each other here. Tiziana says, once I've heard we shouldn't eat before meditating. Is that so? Listen, I think eating, as any other activity, eating and digesting consumes quite a lot of our energy, our internal energy. So I'm not saying you cannot have anything, or you cannot have a drink of water, or have a little snack, but I would suggest not eating anything heavy before meditation, simply for the reason I just mentioned. Your body will naturally use so much resources to digest the food that you may find yourself falling asleep and being groggy when you meditate. It happened to me in the past many times. So I learned not to eat before meditation. My first thing I do in the morning is to meditate, because I'm coming out of the fasting state, and this is always more beneficial this way. I hope this answers your question. Caroline says that she loves interaction within the circle. Yes, me too. That's where we all gather. And since Caroline became our official admin, tending to our group before in an unofficial capacity, everything flows even smoother. So thank you, Caroline, for your beautiful contribution and for your wonderful presence. I'm so glad that you accepted the role of the admin. Marina says, I came across 478 meditation in Insight Timer at the beginning of the pandemic last year, and I've been doing it daily ever since. It helps me to survive through my anxiety attack during all this time. Yes, it is indeed, thank you for that comment, because indeed this is a wonderful tool to, again, that helps us to talk to our nervous system and calm ourselves down. Ilse says, heart rate was 83 when I started, now 74. Beautiful. Those heart rate monitors that are so widely accessible, an amazing way to monitor your state of nervous system, and particularly resting heart rate. Most of those devices applications allow you to access information. So if you like using technology for the purpose of checking in with yourself, this is the way to do it. Absolutely. Calming down your autonomic nervous system. Name of the circle, that always comes up, and I have it for you right here. There you go. Atomic circle. You can join in right after finishing this session. I'm really glad that you have so many questions, because it is very important that you ground this practice within the existing knowledge. Knowledge and experience means wisdom. And wisdom, it's something that we can take with us anywhere and everywhere. Just knowledge means not much. Experience without understanding might be not clear, but when we put those two together, wisdom arises and wonderful things start happening. Yes, for those of you who miss the past 6 days, do not be worried. They all are on my YouTube channel, Atomic Guided Meditations, and you can access them 24/7 for free at any given time. And you can leave comments there and questions. I will respond to them in time. Beautiful. Okay, and also I want to express my deepest gratitude for your very, very, very generous support that you offered me over the past 7 days. You are helping me tremendously to continue create new content and inspire me to create more sessions. It is because of you I'm doing those sessions. I'm not doing them purely for myself. I said that before, I'm going to say that again. Simply speaking to the screen is not as enjoyable as it may seem. Knowing that you are there on the other side, supporting me with your presence, with your donations, with your comments, that's what makes our interaction work. And this is a very meaningful connection. And that's what this is all about. So I am grateful for that and appreciate it a lot. I'm already planning on, as I said, using your support, your kind support to upgrade my equipment. So I get new microphone, new cameras, and I can create sessions also in outdoor setting. Something I didn't want to share with you, I revisited some of the sessions I did at the beginning of the pandemic that I recorded on the beach. And I think I want to return to that. Now that the weather becomes more stable, I want to take the new purchased equipment when I gather enough resources to take it outdoor and create sessions for you from the beach or from the rocks. If you don't, for those of you who are not familiar what I'm talking about, go to my YouTube channel. And from last year, there are, I think 14 sessions I recorded live from the beach. So please check them out and let me know what you think. If you're interested, just drop a comment in the circle or send me a private message. Wonderful. Yes. Oh yeah, Charlotte. I know Charlotte was one of the you Caroline and couple of others. You were there with me when I was running those sessions, and it was a truly wonderful experience because as much as I love my indoor studio and spend much time creating the ambience for it in the background, there is something about nature that makes meditation or takes meditation to another level, and I would love to share that with you. So yes, that's my plan with time. Yeah. All right. So if there are no more questions or comments, at least right now, let's get into the meditation. Let's get into it, and once again put emphasis on the experience of 478 and what flows out of it. I want you to experience it for yourself. Remember that although we practice for the past 7 days, we've been practicing the same thing. Breathing, breathing, breathing. This simple practice may lead you to many different states of awareness and states of consciousness. So I always invite you to open your mind and open your heart to what comes after you get into that relaxed state. And see for yourself. My guidance is exactly the same for every and each of you, but each of your experiences are very unique in the same way as you are. So stay open, stay aware, stay present. Marta, is it possible to do the meditation let down? I assume that you mean lying down. Absolutely, yes. Absolutely. If you wish, as long as your chest can move freely up and down, and your belly, it's diaphragmatic breathing, so your belly will be moving, and you lie on your back in a way that keep you alert so you don't fall asleep, by all means. Meditation will be about 20 minutes, the practical part or the formal part, and then I'll give you once again a minute or two to share your experience and maybe ask questions if there are any. Okay. I think I said enough. It's 25 past. This is the longest session by far already. I don't want to take too much of your time, so let's meditate. Chris Collins and Blissful Healing will be in the background to support our practice. So right now, take your favorite meditation posture, sitting upright or lying down if you wish, and get ready for about 10 rounds of 478. Remember, breathing in through your nose into your belly on the count of 4. Holding your breath on the count of 7 and feeling the stillness as you hold your breath. And then exhaling through your mouth like that. on a count of 8. And when you exhale, feel how your muscle naturally relax during the exhalation process. Very simple. Let's see how it goes. Ready? Let's do it. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And out. I think I just lost connection. I apologize for that. So I'm gonna restart the breathing technique. I apologize for that. I hope you can all see me. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe normally and relax. Allow your eyes to close. And feel the sensations in your body that are a result of 4-7-8 breathing. For those of you who breathe with me for the first time, this may be perceived as a tingling, as a lightheadedness, sensations in your extremities. This is all normal. You just introduced fresh supply of oxygen that is now being distributed through your circulatory system to every cell of your body. So once again, allow your eyes to close and feel in. Enjoying the rejuvenation and relaxation that comes with deep diaphragmatic breathing. And continue breathing slowly and deeply. Continue sending the message to your nervous system that you are at ease, you are relaxed, that everything is all right. And in this state, you can truly experience yourself. You that have full access to all your cognitive functions. You function beautifully, staying calm but alert, enjoying this very present moment. Breathing in slowly and deeply, exhaling in and out through your nose, feeling fresh energy and vitality coming in with each in-breath, and releasing any tension, any remaining stress with the exhale. And it may happen that at any given point your mind will wander. And this is natural. However, you have a choice to bring yourself back from the thinking mind back to your breath, to the present moment. It goes without saying that you cannot breathe in the past nor in the future. So at any time that you're aware of your breath, you are indeed in now. And this is the only time where you can be truly yourself. And as you going deeper and deeper into the calm. Allow yourself to experience states beyond thinking, beyond the ordinary, tapping into different state of awareness that you are closer to your true self, away from worries, stress, away from everything that's holding you back. And in this state, joy, love, compassion, they all arise spontaneously. Because this is your natural state of being. And as you move on within the meditation space, within the calm, acknowledge the presence of everybody else around you, connected through this meditation. Co-creating this space in which you can feel calm and presence. Going deeper and deeper with each inhale and each exhale. And now it is time to return. How do you feel? Can you feel a difference between the moment when you started and right now? Make a mental note of this state and know this is always a possibility, particularly in times when you feel overwhelmed with emotions, when you feel anxious and stressed. This is a place to which you can return. So express your gratitude firstly towards yourself for the time you have given yourself to be yourself or be more yourself. And also give thanks to all of us who co-created this space, who meditated together. And now begin reconnecting with the space around you through your physical senses. Connect with the sounds, the sound of music, the sound of my voice. Recognize the boundaries of your physical body through the surface of your skin. Feel the ground under your feet. Feel the touch of your hands. And also add a gentle, slow movement starting with your toes. Slowly engaging muscles, moving and stretching your fingers. Slowly and gently tilt your head to the left. Tilt your head to the right. Bring it back to the center. And let us finish with one deep cleansing breath in through your nose and out through mouth. And when you're ready, open your eyes and welcome back. Wonderful. Halfway through this meditation, I had an attack of cough, and I hope it didn't disturb you too much. I apologize for that. Also, there was a problem with the connection, but I hope that everything is all right now. The last session does not come without technical problems and a bit of struggle, but we took it to the finish line together, and I'm thankful for it. Thank you for your presence, and thank you for meditating with me. For the last time, I want to ask you this question. How do you feel right now? In one word, how would you describe your state right now? Our message of love says that I went very deep. Beautiful. Calm, joyful, grateful. In the present, PM says yummy. Tosia says calmer. Katie says perfectly chillaxed. Isabel serene. Oh, thank you, Sharon. I appreciate your support. Nikki grateful. Aruna calm. Good to see. Tish feels settled. Beautiful. I always say that even though you hear the same words and the same guidance, the experience of it is very different. So this is always refreshing to me that we can be so uniquely present in many different ways. Good night, Katie. It was good to see you here. Monica says much more at ease in my body. I thank you too. Dziękuję bardzo. Unam, amazing. So there we are, all together. Took it to the finish line. 7-day series from stress to calm. I hope you enjoy yourself and you found 4-7-8 breathing technique and all the knowledge, all the wealth of knowledge that comes with it, supported by science. You found it beneficial and you'll be able to carry on and use it as a tool to your benefit in times, in the morning, in the evening, as I said always. If you wish to continue practice, it is important to do it on a regular basis, on a daily basis. Start in the morning, do another 4 rounds in the evening, and you see over weeks and weeks, this practice will build up to something absolutely amazing, and your nervous system will be refreshed, rejuvenated, and retrained to stay calm longer. Your resilience will improve and you gain a new skill and create new neural pathways in your brain to support your state of calm. Yolanda says that my sessions are soothing and addictive in a good sense. Yes, thank you. Charlotte, thank you so much for your presence. Wonderful days of meditating. Very motivated to continue. Yes, I'm glad if I give you some sort of motivation to continue, this is wonderful. Because at the end of the day, I always say that you are the active ingredient and you making the most improvement to your well-being. You impact your well-being and the strongest. Unam asks how much a longer daily meditation is good. You're asking about 4-7-8 or about meditation? When it comes to meditation, they say meditate for 20 minutes twice a day. Unless you are very busy, then you have to meditate for an hour. But when it comes to 4-7-8, 4 rounds in the morning and 4 rounds in the evening for the first couple of weeks, and then you may slowly start increasing them up to 8, and that should be enough. And then also you can use it during the day when you find yourself particularly stressful, and to depress and communicate that to your nervous system that everything's all right. Then you can do it as well. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so to conclude this session, I want to thank you so much once again for your presence, for your comments, for your generosity, and for your support. I really, really appreciate it. I'm already planning more live sessions. The next one will be upon request. It will be tea ceremony. I did it once and I'm gonna repeat it again because it's highly requested and I love it myself. So we'll be doing it at some point during next week. So if you wish to stay tuned to those sessions, please subscribe or follow me on my profile on Insight Timer, and type the bell icon notifications so you receive information about my upcoming event. As I said before, you can also see me on my YouTube channel. All those sessions, the past 7 days and the other sessions, are already there, and you can tune in and enjoy them at any time, any time at your convenience. Okay, so this is it. Thank you so much for sticking with me over the past 7 days. It was a wonderful journey, and I'm looking forward to more. Have a wonderful day, pleasant afternoon, or restful night, wherever you are. And until next time, see you. Bye-bye.